A very warm welcome. This is Beena Khanpal, student of Computer Science and Engineering Department of NIET, Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. My topic of seminar is Hyperloop, a new definition of speed. A hyperloop is a proposed mode of passenger and freight transportation first used to describe an open-source vectoring design released by a joint team from Tesla and SpaceX. Hyperloop is a sealed tube or system of tubes through which a pod may travel free of air resistance or friction, conveying people or objects at high speed while being very efficient, thereby drastically reducing travel times over medium-range distance. Hyperloop is a proposed transportation system for traveling between Los Angeles, California and San Francisco, California in 35 minutes. The idea was first given by Elon Musk. Musk first mentioned that he was thinking about a concept for a fifth mode of transportation, calling it the Hyperloop in, in 2012 July at a Panto Daily event in Santa Monica, California. This hypothetical high-speed mode of transportation would have the following characteristics: immunity to weather, collision-free, twice the speed of plane, low power consumption, energy storage for 24-hour operations. So this is based on maglev, which is magnetic elevation. It is a system of train transportation that uses two sets of magnets, one set of repel, one set to repel and push the train up off the track, and the another set to move the elevated train ahead, taking advantage of the lack of friction. Maglev is very popular due to its high speed over a single rail due to magnetic elevation and propulsion. Its highest speed is recorded as 603 kilometers per hour. Theory behind this is developments in high-speed rail has historically been impeded by the difficulties in managing friction and air resistance, both of which become substantial even substantial when vehicles approach high speed. The vectoring concept theoretically eliminates these obstacles by employing magnetically elevating trains in evacuated or airless or partially evacuated tubes, allowing for speed of thousands of miles per hour. However, the high cost of maglev and the difficulty of maintaining a vacuum over a large distance has prevented this type of system from being built. The Hyperloop resembles a vectoring system but operates at approximately 1 millibar of pressure, that is 100 pascals. The components involved in hyperloops are capsule, tube, propulsion, and motor. The picture is like this. A tube is there where passenger or luggage is transport. Propulsion is there. Below there are magnetic elevation, which is an option that would enables the pod to float over the rails, and wheels are there to support. Capsule means the traveling pod in which the passengers and goods are transported. It's have two types. First, passengers only, passenger and luggage. One important feature of the capsule is the onboard compressor, which serves two purposes. The system allows the capsule to traverse the relatively narrow tube without choking flow that com- uh, travel between the capsule and the tube walls. By compressing air that is bypassed through the capsule, it also supplies air-to-air bearing that support the weight of capsule through the journey. Next is the tube. Is made up of steel, solar arrays, solar arrays will cover the top of the tubes in order to provide power to the system. These tubes are supported by pillars. Propulsion of Hyperloop 1 is like the movement of high-speed maglev in a tube which has relatively low air pressure. This low air pressure helps higher speed more than that of a regular airplane. Next is the motor. Each accelerator has two 70 megavolt ampere inverters, one to accelerate the outgoing capsule and one to capture the energy from incoming capsule. Inverters in the 10 plus MVA power range are not usually in mining drives for the large cargo ships and railway traction. The inverters are physically located at the higher speed end of the track to minimize conductor cost. Safety regarding all the safety measures in Hyperloop. It is designed to prevent passenger from the following reasons. First, capsule depressurization. Second, earthquake. And third is reliability. Advantages of this is first, it is safer, faster, low cost as per this kind of speed, more convenient, immune to weather, substantiable, sustainable, use solar power, resistant to earthquake, decrease the traffic, decrease the frictional loss that occurs at subsonic speed. Disadvantage is that high speed of the train may cause dizziness to the passenger due to vibration. It is high risk of life if something wrong happens to the system. Initial cost is very high due to less space inside the capsule. People can't move inside the train. Installation requires cutting of trees which result in great environmental loss. Thank you so much for giving your time. Thank you.